streetcar continues to be hotly debated. Cincinnati's unfinished subway system could be called one of the city's great failures, so could the streetcar be on the same track?
WXIX's Ben Katko is live at OTR. Ben, I've been down in that subway. Some strange similarities between the two projects, right?
Well, so say some experts that I talked to, Tricia. Now, if you look along I-75, you'll see one of the more visible pieces that's left of the subway. There's a tunnel there where the system was supposed to come above ground. That's about all that's left that you can see. Now, if you're on these few blocks and over the Rhine where we are right now, and you take a look, you can see the fresh tracks. They're right here, the fresh tracks that were laid for that subway project, or for the streetcar project, rather. Now, if history repeats itself 80 years later, we're looking at, well, potentially only these tracks being left as anything from the streetcar, as Fox 19 investigates. Years in the making, the first rails of Cincinnati's streetcar system were put in place in October.
Cincinnati really saw that it needed to build a streetcar to remain competitive with other cities like it.
Rewind more than 80 years ago to the 1920s. Another major Cincinnati transit project was on the horizon, one that included a subway that would never run.
It probably began with the city fathers wanting to move people easier through downtown Cincinnati.
Between the First World War and the Great Depression, only about 2 miles of the 16-mile rapid transit loop were ever finished. Some of the only remnants left over, other than what's underground, are this steel door on a median and over the Rhine, and this tunnel along I-75, blocked off by a chain-link fence.
We started the subway rapid transit system in about 1919. It ceased in 1928. There was a lot of people at work for a lot of years, and then it stops.
The plan's future can be seen in question as early as 1923 in this article in the Cincinnati Post as part of a speech by future Mayor Murray Seasongood.
Murray Seasongood was absolutely against this subway, which was part of the rapid transit system.
The subway's failure is spelled out in this book, written by Cincinnati native Jake Mecklenborg. It's a failure he sees happening again to another project also designed to move thousands of people.
The subway project was much larger than the streetcar project that we have underway right now. The details of them are different, but the way that they're being killed is actually for the same reasons.
But why? A big election shakeup in City Hall could be to blame. Just this month, City Council got 3 new faces and a new leader of the city, Mayor-elect John Cranley.
We had a new group of Republicans that ousted the old group of Republicans. Now we had a group of Democrats fighting against another group of Democrats in this last mayoral race.
Janice Forte leads tours each year underground in the subway. She knows it inside and out and the issues with building it. Who was going to pay for it? Who would maintain and operate it? A lot of questions coming up once again.
The similarities were extremely strong.
Fast forward to today, the 21st century, and the city's biggest project right now.
This is quite a bit different because of the different time that we're dealing with.
But as long as construction is happening, streetcar project leader John Dietrich says the work will continue.
I prefer to finish the project. I prefer to get it done on time, within budget, no lost time accidents, continue the record we're on right now. But it may not happen.
And truthfully, it may not happen. If history repeats itself after more than 80 years, the streetcar is set up to be the next big transportation failure in the city of Cincinnati, all because of a political shakeup. Now, how else are these projects different? Well, the subway was to be funded entirely by the city, starting with a $6 million bond issue. As for the streetcar, it's to be funded through some federal dollars and some other committed city money that would be given to that project. Now, the subway has been maintained as needed by the city. Live and over the Rhine, Ben Katko, Fox 19 investigates.
All right, Ben, thanks very much.